been rolling 20 cribbing. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live with. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me.
Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Lamar Jackson.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. Now it's Jackson. That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Levante David in on the tackle. The Ravens at 4-3, a game over 500. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Well, for a little bit, we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Shotgun now for Brady. And this is Cook with the ground. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Again, they'll throw with Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Succop's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps? And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll be taken down after big yardage, but folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. So X out the big play. This one comes back.
And it's not a call you get very often. Offensive pass interference, but it was the right one in this case, and that'll wipe away a really nice gain.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He completes this to Russell Gage. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Brady now to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Brady to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack.
Succop's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
And the Ravens taking the field.
And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
4th down, here's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Throwing now is Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. To throw is Brady toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Incomplete, right side to Cook. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal.
From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Succop's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he returns this to the 22. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more. So are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag? Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Jackson's throw brought in here by Bateman. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Levante David. There he goes left side. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play there, getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Jackson, a final shot before break. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we toss it an hour or so east.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They were losers last week to Carolina, but they've got the lead here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Brady going to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay. First half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
There's a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
They go play action now. Jackson.
A throw taken in by Tylan Wallace.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. Three to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
Taken from about the 12. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's Brady, and his throw here's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down and 2.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They faked the handoff. Now Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Bucs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Brady will look to throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They go play action with Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him?
And it's intercepted. picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Jackson's throw caught by Kohler.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back now in Tampa. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now Jackson on 1st down. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Jackson will throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Escaping the pressure right.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge out to the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Up the gut, Fournette. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Brady able to get away. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. There he goes right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Charlie Kohler
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And he'll get in for the 2 points, as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy up.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Leonard Fournette, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. High throw, but he makes the catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Throwing, Jackson. And he's going to get in for the 2 points, and that'll make this a 10-point game.
They were so worried about a punch up the gut or a quick pass inside, they didn't take away an easy run by the QB. Doesn't bring them all the way back, but a good scramble there to erase 2 more points from that deficit.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Fournette. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay.
So they came in here facing a very tall task going against the NFL's #1 ranked defense, but they got the job done. Charles, really an outstanding performance.
They certainly showed that they weren't going to be intimidated, didn't they? They took on the best defense in the NFL today, took it right to them, and that's against a group of guys that is used to shutting people down. To me, this is going to be a signature moment for this team season.
So for the Bucs,
the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
And now they'll have a few extra days before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in